What's going on, everybody? I'm Matt.
And I am Vanessa.
And today we're going to be talking about headshot. Headshot. Now, I don't know if it's fair to say, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. I feel like there's been somewhat of a recent trend of stylized martial arts films coming out of Indonesia. It started in 2011 with The Raid Redemption, which pretty much blew up. Yeah, it was fantastic. And then they decided to top that with The Raid 2, which actually got a more wide release here in the States, and
it was brilliant.
Brilliant. It tops my list of all-time favorite action movies. And now they've given us Headshot, which did not really get a wide release. Actually, it got a very limited release, but it does feature two of the actors from the Raid franchise, which is what partly piqued my curiosity, along with the fact that I can't help but have a strong appreciation and love for good martial arts films. So we decided we were going to go ahead and check it out, and let's jump into it.
Let's talk about it.
So the movie opens with a dangerous crime lord named Lee, played in the film by Sonny Pang, making a daring escape from prison. Meanwhile, a mysterious man, played by Iko Uwais, washes ashore with a nasty head wound and no recollection of himself or his past. He is tended to by Aylin, played in the film by Chelsea Islan, a kind and caring nurse who ends up naming him Ishmael. They form a relationship that is jeopardized when Aylin is kidnapped by men working for Lee, who just so happens to be connected to Ishmael's past.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, and now this whole movie kind of centers around a big twist that comes about halfway through the film, so we're going to try and be cautious and gentle when talking about this film. We're going to try and be gentle. We're going to be very gentle. Very gentle with this movie. Yeah, a brutal martial arts film. We're going to be gentle with it. But I'm actually going to start off with some stuff that I didn't like, and this is kind of interesting. Usually I don't do that, but these were just things that stuck out to me about the film, and maybe it's me kind of nitpicking, but I'm just going to address them anyway. Plus, this is good filler since I don't want to spoil anything about this film. But one of the things I thought was interesting is they mix English with Indonesian in this film sporadically. It just comes out of nowhere. They'll be speaking in, Indonesian. There'll be subtitles, and next thing you know, somebody's like, "Hey, you," and you're like, "What? Is he talking to me?"
I actually like that.
He
doesn't like.
I just thought it was.
It was interesting. It doesn't make sense. It really has no purpose in this movie. But I kind of like it.
Which. Actually, we should go ahead and point out there are no American actors in this film at all. So for them to suddenly switch in the middle of a conversation, I mean, seriously, it'd be like, speaking in Indonesian, and next thing you know, "Hey, you over there, I need you to come over here." And you're like, what happened to the subtitles? Is he speaking in English? It was really kind of odd. And like I said, I am slightly nitpicking here, but it did stick out to me because I was trying to make sense of it throughout the film.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't really make any sense. I'm not really complaining. It was kind of cool, especially since it doesn't sound forced, if that makes any sense. Like they sound really convincing, and it comes off very well. It's not, broken English. Yeah, thank you. That's the best way to put it. It sounds very natural when they're speaking in English.
They transition really well from Indonesian to, that's probably not the name of the language. I apologize, but
Indonesian?
Is that? I was just assuming it was not called.
I hope that's the case, because that's what I'm sticking with. So
Indonesian.
If it's not, if somebody out there knows better, let us know.
Apologize.
Please correct us. Teach us.
Please teach us.
Yeah, but until further notice, as far as I know, they are speaking in Indonesian. Anyways, it doesn't sound forced, but it's kind of. It is odd, and if you watch the film, you will notice it. The other thing is, some of the subtitles were a bit distracting. See, I am nitpicking, but some of the subtitles were a bit distracting because they were poorly written, and I do mean that. Like, the character will be talking, he won't have even finished a sentence, and you'll have part of the sentence, and the next part of the sentence is capitalized. Sometimes names are capitalized, sometimes they're not capitalized. Yes.
And then
some of the sentences don't. It's not like a.
Yeah, they're
a full sentence. It's like they shortened it. They abbreviated a
exactly.
sentence.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. They were talking and they're talking and they're talking, but the subtitles say the same thing for like it could seem like 3 sentences, but the subtitles are the same.
Well, and I even mean like abbreviated in the sense of I think there was once or twice, and this is not verbatim, but it would say like, "You run now," and I'm like, no. The rest of the time they're speaking very fluently, very properly, and then all of a sudden, "You run now." That's wrong. I'm sure that's not what they actually said. So that was something that stuck out to me. The other thing, the fight scenes in this film are pretty good. They're very intense. However, the only thing I'll say about them is I wish that the camera work, the directing was maybe a little bit smoother. There are times where it gets really up close and shaky. There are other times where they'll be in the middle of a fight and then it'll have like this one moment of slow motion for a punch or a kick, but it gets a little overused, especially towards the end of the film. But other than that, I thought the choreography was great. The fight scenes are
fantastic.
Yeah.
I really liked the camera angles. I don't even know the cinematography. I don't know how you want to describe just the way the film was shot, just in general, the lighting, whatever. I thought that was fantastic. I love the filming location, considering the outdoor filming locations, the forest, the well, and the beach. Sorry, I hope I didn't give anything away by saying well, but
no. I don't think so.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, and even though some parts might be up close and shaky, I do actually want to say kudos to the directors. There are two of them. They co-directed this film, and it's their first film. So to deal with a movie that surrounds itself with so much action and martial arts, I thought overall they did a really good job. Some of those things it bothered me, especially after watching the Raid films, which are masterfully directed. You see everything. It's never really shaky or out of focus.
Right. So, I mean, I know you have a problem with the up close. I really actually appreciated the forest scene or the fight scene where they're panning around, they're circling the fight, the camera's just going all the way around so you get every angle, up, down. They do get a little too close, I get that, and it is, I'm pretty sure it's handheld. That's probably where you get a little bit of the shaky cam, but it's not too much.
No. And I don't think it was ever really too much. There were just some things where stuff is happening so quickly, and it took me a second to figure out what was actually happening, or sometimes I was like, okay, well now he's down and on the ground and I don't really know how. But it was never like a big issue. The acting was good.
The acting was great.
Iko Uwais, I think he is more than capable as an actor. I think he's tremendous. I think he's a great martial artist, and he's a great choreographer. He choreographed the fight sequences in both of the Raid films and this one, so he's kind of doing it all, and I like watching him.
I think he makes this movie.
He really does.
I think you put any other martial artist actor in this position, and it wouldn't be as good. So he really makes this film.
No Jackie Chan?
No Jackie Chan. Sorry, Jackie Chan. Plus, I don't even know if you know Indonesian.
That's a good point. Actually, wait. Well, what did we just learn? He speaks how many languages, though?
Oh, that's true.
He might. I'm not trying to sell you short, Jackie.
We just learned that at the Oscars.
We did just learn that at the Oscars.
You know what? Maybe I would have to see him.
Jackie can do it all.
He can do everything.
No, but Iko, I do like him. I do think he's an up and coming actor. I mean, he even we were just talking about this, got that little bit part in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, where they had the small cast from the Raid in there. That was pretty nice. That was pretty clever. Chelsea Islan, really good as Aelin. And then I know you kind of touched on this. I'm just going to echo what you said. I did think that the film got better as it went along. Not to say it started slow, because it opens up with a bang, literally. But it does take a little time to get going, and then the third act is just nonstop, just go, go, go. There were some great moments and set pieces, which you touched on. The fight on the beach I thought was tremendous. It looked great. It added some emotion. So overall, I mean, I feel like they did a really good job.
I agree.
We have seen this story before.
Yes.
To me, it's kind of like Bourne meets Kill Bill, but that's not really saying much. I personally feel like storylines can be reused in Hollywood.
We've seen it all the time.
Yeah, as long as it's done correctly and made well. And I thought that they put forth a pretty good story, and it was an admirable effort, especially from first-time directors. So I'm still not. I was flip flopping with my grade. I think I'm gonna go with my initial grade, which was a B. But it's a solid B, borderline B plus. It's right in there. Good film. Could have been a little bit better, but still very entertaining, and I do recommend it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to piggyback your B grade. And I just want to throw in there a little bit of my extreme, cringe-worthy scenes.
Yeah, well, I feel like, and I might be wrong, but if you're watching this review, you've probably seen the Raid films. That's my guess. That's the main reason why we wanted to watch this movie.
True.
We're fans of the Raid franchise. I'm still hoping that they do a third one. So yeah, if you're familiar with those films, I don't think this movie offers up anything that you haven't necessarily already seen. I mean, the Raid films are pretty over the top action, very extreme, very brutal at certain times. This movie, I don't think that this movie
it's not over the top.
reaches that level. It comes close a few times, but still, that's a good point. Be warned. Be ready.
Be warned.
Be prepared.
There are points in this movie like, oh, ouch.
Yeah.
But
and actually, I feel like that's part of my B grade is just because I do love the Raid films so much, especially the second one. And this one, at certain points, I was like, they're trying to be like the Raid, and I was like, not quite, but still, like I said, very admirable effort, especially first time writers, directors. Well, writer and directors, I thought they did a pretty good job, and hopefully they'll keep making films like this, and hopefully we keep getting films like this.
Yes.
I do love these stylized martial arts films. I'm not gonna lie, it's like my little guilty pleasure. So, anyways, it is worth checking out.
It is.
It is worth seeing. So if you get a chance, definitely look into it, especially if you're a fan of martial arts films or the Raid franchise or just cringe-worthy over the top action. And I don't have anything else. So yeah, check it out. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more movie reviews from us, hit the subscribe button. And of course, thank you so much for watching this. We do appreciate it.
Yes,
and take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you
next
guys next time.